Hi, welcome back to the channel. We're going to plant something pretty special today. This is called Pineberries. They taste like pineapple actually. They're basically like white strawberries with the red seeds. They're pretty cool. They're really easy to grow, very great for pollinators. This species is called White Carolina. So what we're going to do is plant two different ones. There's a White Carolina and then there's the Eversweet. So what we're going to do, we're going to just probably start out planting the White Carolina and put the Eversweet in a separate pot. The soil I'm going to be using is actually a potting soil. It's called Stay Green. It's just a regular potting soil you get at your Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever. Let's see here. Now the box says it does take approximately, let's see, it grows 6 to 8 inches. Here you have the White Carolina, which is your white Pineberries. And then this is your Eversweet strawberries. These are just regular strawberries, and you do need them for a pollinator so that you can have the strawberries. Without the pollinator there too, so they can cross-pollinate, you won't be able to produce maybe some, but not as much. It's not as much as you want. Now this is called an ever-bearing plant. It means it'll just keep on bearing fruit throughout the year. The best time to harvest these is in the spring, which I don't think we can harvest these now. At the time being, we're going to plant them. I can probably get them to produce towards the fall, and just keep them in a part shade area so they won't dry up, because they do like the coolness. But they are, even though they are heat tolerant and all that, but we'll see if we can grow some white strawberries. So your Eversweet is your pollinator for these guys. So we can have some white strawberries that taste like pineapples. It's like they reversed it. The seeds are red and the strawberries are like white. GMO free. Grown in the USA. Pretty neat. Now the directions on this says dig a hole large enough to encompass the roots without bending or circling. Set the pot in place so the crown part of the plant, the top part, is where the root meets. Cover the soil. Covered with soil. Water thoroughly. Apply fertilizer after growth begins. Okay, remember that. So, and this area is January through May. You could plant any time between January and May in this area. Let's see. In this bag here, it says there should be 10 pineberries and 10 red strawberries, regular strawberries. Let's see. And that's pretty much it. So let's get them planted. Okay, we're going to dump these out and see how many are actually in here. Here's the rootings. That's just soil down there. This is what you got to look for. And then just carefully separate. You see there's a rubber band there tying them all together. Take that rubber band off. And this is not one, this is actually several. So you just gently break them apart. There's one. 2. 3. gently pull them apart. Try not to break them. 4. So there's 10 plants in here. They may not look like much, but they'll grow into something delicious. Alright, there are those. Now, ones you do not want to get mixed up, you can actually grow them with them because they'll be right next to each other. You want to try to keep your red strawberries, which is your ever-sweet, very close or around your white strawberries so they can cross-pollinate. Basically, it's best to have them ideally right next to each other. So it looks like there's 10 strawberries in each bag. So we're actually going to start them off in 10 different little pots. Does that sound good?
Sure, hon. If you want to, we got that seed tray. Is that enough, or?
Yeah, we'll start them off and the seed starter. Alright, well, welcome back. As you can see, we have these pots. They are filled with garden soil and a little bit of peat moss. This is peat moss. It's very dusty, dry stuff when it's really super dry, but when you wet it, it's like a sponge. It's really great. So what we're going to do, we're going to do 5 and 5. We're going to make 5 of the white strawberries and 5 of the red strawberries. That way we can have an even number of both, well, an odd number of both. So we're just going to separate the pots. Okay. So we're going to get 5 rootings. This is one. Dump a little soil out. You're going to want to make a little hole. Put your rootings down. I'm going to tuck the soil in around. You want to make sure it's crown up. On the rootings, you can see there's your roots. Those go down. And your crown is right here. You can actually feel it. That's your crown. That's what's going to grow into the strawberries. You don't want to plant it like this. You want to plant it like this to where your roots are pointing downwards. Sometimes it's hard to tell on these, especially if they're just rootings. So it's important to know which way is up and which way is down, because sometimes it is hard to tell. Alright, there you go. Make sure the crown is exposed there. It's okay to expose the crown at this time of year. It's spring, so it's okay. You don't have to worry about the frost. You do not want to expose it if there is going to be possible frost. It will damage the plant or possibly kill it. So we're going to make another hole here. You're just pushing the dirt back. Plant it with the crown up, as they call it. And make sure you get it in there really good. Make sure the soil is really moist. And you're going to have to put water, apply water to them to ensure there's no excess air in there. I mean, it's okay to have a little bit, but you want to make sure most of it's out. Prevent the root rot. Place another one in there. Alright, we have the pine berries planted. Now we're going to go ahead and just plant the regular strawberries. These are just regular red strawberries. They are your pollinators. They're going to help your white strawberries produce. Go ahead and get this planted. I'm going to dump them in a separate container, that way you don't get them confused. Because they do look alike, the roots. These are significantly bigger. These are larger. I guess you could tell by that, but it's just best at this point just to keep them separated. Probably put some more soil on top of them when I'm finished. Now once they start to grow, we are going to be transplanting them into a larger pot or just into the ground. Depends on where we want to put it. It's always good to label. That way you know what's what. Alright, last one. Alright, and they are planted, and hopefully we'll have strawberries very soon. I'll keep you updated on how they're growing, and definitely let you know how they taste too. I'm excited to know about these pine berries. There's actually, on the back of this, there is a recipe for a no-bake pineberry strawberry cheesecake. We're going to have to try that out, because I do love cheesecake. Yummy. But anyways, thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you already haven't. And see you next time.